Also, the very important youth vote. So pleased to have in with us the RNC Youth Advisory Council Chairman, the author of the brand new book, One Generation Away, Brilyn Hollyhand. Congrats on the book, by the way, Brilyn. And also columnist at the New York Post, Carol Markowitz. Great to see you both.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Bianca, for having us. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. All right, so I mean, I think it's interesting that Donald Trump's sort of saying, well, he's a worthy debater. I'm not sure he believes it, though, and I'm not sure most of America does, who's been watching Joe Biden the past few days. Carol, what do you think about Donald Trump's comments when it comes to Biden and the fact that Biden will have no one to save him, including the left-wing media on that stage?
Well, I actually was very happy to hear Donald Trump say that, because I think that the expectations for Biden are being set so low that he might actually clear them. I think that if Biden is able to not fall over or not appear visibly confused or not wander off, I think it'll look like a win for him at this point, because he's been in such a low place in our public image for the last, for a while now, but really for the last few weeks, it's been particularly bad. So I like that Donald Trump is looking at this as Biden being a potential formidable opponent. We might see a different Joe Biden than we've been seeing. They might have been playing up his, kind of spaciness and age. So I like that Donald Trump will be ready for it. That's the right attitude. He should go in there thinking that Joe Biden will be formidable, and that'll make him debate better.
Yeah. Right, not playing up some of his spaciness. I mean, it's just cheap fakes, right? I mean, that's really what it's all altered. All right, so the youth vote in play. We know young people, it's who you're connecting with your book, but also the independent young folks. We see some of them, on these college campuses, Brilyn, and people are shaking their heads saying, what is wrong with these kids today? So tell us how your message is resonating. I know that you met with the chairman of the Republican Party of Tennessee recently. You have a photo up here, Scott Golden. So you're really trying to get out the vote. That really will be critical, because people who sit on the sidelines this time around with the polls so tight could clearly make a difference. What are you hearing from the ground?
Absolutely, Bianca, you're correct. I'm in downtown Nashville right now. I've been in Nashville, Tennessee all week, getting out the vote for President Trump, making sure that my peers are registered to vote for President Trump. You're correct. Yesterday, I met with Scott Golden, the chairman of the Tennessee Republican Party, to make sure that my peers are ready, they're energized to get out the vote for President Trump. I think this debate this week is absolutely major. I think, first of all, we need to acknowledge the fact that the commander-in-chief has taken an entire week off of work to go hide out at Camp David to prep for this debate. Does he not have any other duties to have going on to be running the country? I think this proves the fact that he's not really the one running the country, Bianca. But also, the interview you just played of President Trump yesterday, he sat down yesterday for an hour and 20 minutes straight, no commercial break, live interview on this podcast. Joe Biden cannot do that. The bar set so low for him that if he even stands up for 90 minutes this debate, he automatically wins.
Yeah, that podcast getting a lot of play. I mean, these are heavy hitters, Carol, as you know, and these are people who want policy and they want business policy. And one thing he talked about was possibly having, they said he's trying to flip on immigration, but what he's really talking about is retaining people who are smart here. And if you go to college here and you have a great idea, he doesn't want people leaving. I don't know how you could attack stuff like that. But there you go. Of course, the left will find a way.
Right. Well, the whole problem with our extremely open border and the fact that we have millions of illegal immigrants coming in every year is that we don't get to do the kind of selection that the immigration process used to allow for, that we don't have the process where we can keep the best people and invite the kind of the careers that we want to see flourish in America. And we don't get to do that anymore because we have these millions and millions of people coming in without permission. So I think that absolutely we should be able to pick and choose who gets to come, who gets to stay. That's what most immigration processes around the world look like and always have.
Yeah. What looks like lately is, these anti-Semitic pro-Hamas protests. It was pretty appalling yesterday when we heard that DA Bragg dropped charges for 30 of the people at Columbia University. And then there was also that case, you may recall, of that meatball person, the influencer, who was live streaming her looting. She only got 5 years probation. Yeah. So the youth, the youth sees stuff like that, Brilyn. What's your message to young folks who think it's okay to go out and be a criminal and break the law and then just get a slap on the wrist?
Absolutely, Bianca. It's disgusting. It's a terrible precedent to set. The same district attorney that, made trumped up charges to go after President Trump is now letting go my peers on these college campuses that, obviously looted, rioted, destroyed these campuses, and even canceled the graduation for my peers. I mean, it's horrible. We've got to put an end to this. We have to bring back law and order. My generation doesn't want to grow up in a country where it's the president where you can throw your political opponent in jail just because they're beating you in the polls. We have to stop this, and I think D.A. Alvin Bragg's got to go after this.
Yeah, that meatball case was in Philadelphia. Donald Trump will be there tomorrow. Carol, I have about 20 seconds left. I also think about Philadelphia, and, Biden's campaigned there a lot. But what about Kensington and the wasteland there, the people who are just zombies because of drugs? And it is so appalling and heartbreaking, all rolled into one, that is on America's streets right now.
Absolutely. And I think, again, going back to the fact that we have a completely open border, this is what's coming across our border, and we have no control and no capacity to stop it. I think that the Biden administration has completely failed on this front, and all of these deaths and all of this desperation is at their feet. It's really their fault, and they should be held accountable for it.
All right, well, we're getting closer and closer to that debate. And again, rally tomorrow. Carol Markowitz, Brilyn Hollyhand, two people to watch. Thoughtful commentary today. Appreciate you both for your analysis.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Bianca.
Quick break, and we'll be right back with more here